Hi, I am so excited and glad that you decided to spend a little bit of time checking out the site, looking at a couple of videos. I'm trying to keep them short and sweet and concise so it doesn't take up a lot of your time, but you learn the information that you need to know to see if this would be a good fit for you. So in this video, I'm going to share a little bit about my story so you can maybe see how we can compare, and you can see how it fits into my life and it could fit into your life. But obviously every single person is different. All different types of people are successful coaches. So there's no, exact mold or story you have to have or follow. I just want to share my experience with you so you can relate a little bit. So I'm going to dive right in. I have been a coach for 9 years now, which is a long time. Safe to say that I know the ropes, I know how everything works, and I know that this business and company are completely legit. In case you were wondering, or if that was a fear. They're going to be around for a really long time, and it's just real nutrition, real fitness, real connections and accountability with friends, and getting results and helping people. There's so many people in the world who need our help. So anyway, backing up a little bit on how I actually got started. I graduated from college with an engineering degree and went straight to work, sitting at a desk all day long at a computer, and found myself getting a little unhealthy. I wasn't working out, I wasn't doing anything, and that started to catch up with me. So I joined a gym, because that's what everybody does, right? You want to start working out, you go to a gym. And that's what it was that's what I thought at that time anyway. And I still love going to the gym. So if that is something you love, don't stop listening because of that. So I started going to the gym, would be that person on the elliptical for like an hour every night, or go down to my apartment gym and jump on that. Eating was not healthy. Like I thought a power bar, those were like the big thing back then, for dinner was healthy because it was protein. My mindset was the high protein, low fat was the way to be healthy. And it's taken me a long time to get over that, you guys. If that is ingrained in your brain and that's still what you believe, that's completely fine. So don't let that discourage you either. But I've gotten a lot more education on fitness and nutrition just through experience and checking things out and researching things for myself. So this is definitely a learn as you go type of business, I might say as well. But anyway, back to the gym. I started taking group fitness classes, even though I was a little skeptical of that at first too, and decided I fell in love with it and decided I wanted to teach. And so I became certified to teach group fitness classes. And that's actually where I discovered my love and passion for helping people with their health, helping them feel more confident, seeing them smile more, seeing them pull their shoulders back and feel good about themselves. It's so rewarding. If you've never experienced it, just to know that you had a little piece of helping someone improve their life in that way it's just the best feeling. But I loved that and was like really wishing I had chosen a different path in college at the time, but there's a reason for everything. So anyway, I continued to teach classes because I loved it. It was a really great release for me from sitting at a desk for 10 hours a day, but I was starting to get itchy at my engineering job and not being so happy there. Just lots of things going on, and then just the hours, and they didn't have any sort of work-life balance or appreciation for someone wanting to have more balance in their life. And so was getting unhappy there and trying to figure out a way to make something in fitness or health something I could make more lucrative, because I'm used to my engineering income, right? But teaching group fitness classes definitely does not make anywhere near that. Basically pays for like your tennis shoes and some of your workout clothes. So first person approached me about becoming a coach, just kind of threw it out there. I immediately blew it off. I was like, I have zero time to do anything else. I work full time. I teach 5 to 6 classes a week, and then I'm home and I repeat, So I blew it off. But then my coach shared on social media a post that'll be forever ingrained in my brain, and it was her sharing about retiring her husband from his 6-figure income by doing this online coaching thing. So that sparked my interest, got my attention, because I was looking for that financial benefit in the health and fitness industry, like something that I would love doing, but also be able to make income doing. So I reached out to her and signed up to become a coach. We had a couple conversations back and forth, but I just went for it. Like, I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna give this a try. You know, if all else fails, I can just not do it. You know, there's no contracts or anything that you're stuck in. So I signed up and was a little weary about like sharing that stuff on social media, and I was already a little healthy, so I didn't have a big transformation to share. But I started drinking Shakeology, which did transform my life. Honestly, I was used to drinking protein shakes, you know, just shaking up powder and water, and all it had in it was protein. And Shakeology was like a whole new world as far as a shake goes. You know, you blend it and mix different things in it to make fun recipes, and it just tasted amazing. And then I started looking at like what was in it, and the quality and just the dense nutrition that's in it is just incomparable to anything I'd ever seen before then. So I was hooked on Shakeology, and then tasting it and knowing how it made me feel was hooked. I also decided that I was going to do the workout program Insanity. Some of you may have heard of that. Pretty challenging, but it got me really great results too. So I did that in the morning, and I would teach my classes in the evening. Definitely changed my body differently than teaching classes, because my body was just used to doing those, doing that. So I didn't have like a huge transformation, but I did see results, and that's all that matters. And I was feeling better and loving what I was doing. And so those were the types of things that I shared. Now, if you're thinking you're not in good enough shape to become a coach yet, or you need to lose weight before you do that, I honestly strongly say don't let that pass, or don't let that get stuck in your mind, because truly the easiest way to get people interested is by sharing your journey and them seeing, you know, seeing some of your before, and seeing some of the struggle even, and then seeing your results. So yeah, I wanted to make sure cover both of those things. The other thing I also wanted to mention is, obviously I loved going to the gym. It was a fun place for me to, you know, see people and have my fitness friends, my fit fam. And so you can enjoy going to a gym. You can enjoy working out at the group classes and still be a successful coach, because that's all I was doing at the beginning. The only program I did at first was Insanity, just because I wanted to have a feel for it and understand. And back then it was DVDs and a lot more. It's so many things have changed now and made things so much easier. So anyway, I would share on social media, even though it's a little bit out of my comfort zone. But we also have tons of trainings now that we didn't have then, that help with how to share and what to post and things like that. So if you aren't super, social media savvy, or you don't have a lot of friends on Facebook or Instagram, that's completely okay. We walk you through, I as your coach help you figure those things out as you go. This is a grow as you go business, not a, okay, sit down and learn, figure everything out, and then go do. This is you focus on you, and then I'll cover that a little bit more later, but a different video. So back to my story a little bit. I signed up. I was still working full time, still teaching classes, so it did not take a whole lot of time. I just found little pockets of time to work throughout the day. So I would, in the morning, sometimes on the way to work, I would, do a post or check in with my group from my phone. And then I was packing my lunches at work because I was trying to be healthier anyway. And so at my lunch hour, I would sit and I would check in Facebook. It was just Facebook at the time. I don't think that Instagram was even around then. But check in with my groups then, maybe make a post. And then when I got home after the evening stuff, again, that's another chunk of time that I could check in or post. So, if you want to make it work, you find a way to make it work. And it did not take a lot of effort, because those were the times I was pretty much on social media anyway, right? So 1 to 2 hours a day maybe that I would be focusing on that, and that I would see growth in my business. And I did. And so, I was obviously putting some groups together, which I'll talk about a little bit on another video also, and getting people started slow. Obviously, the more time and effort you're able to put into it, it will grow faster. But what I was able to do is 2 years in, I was comfortable financially to say, okay, I think I want to pull back from my engineering job and focus on this. And so I reached out to my company, asking if they had something part-time. They didn't. They said they didn't. And so I quit completely, but stayed in touch because my husband works at the same company. So I actually do work for them part-time now because they reached back out and were like, okay, we need you. We'll work around your schedule. So it's such a different atmosphere and feeling knowing that I don't have to be there, versus, you know, knowing I have to go there every day to make their income that I want to make. So that is kind of where I stood then and where I stand now. Still focusing, obviously I put a little bit more time into what I do, but the other thing to note is that you also, if you love your job and you know, you're not interested in quitting like I was, you can do both. So that is definitely possible. That's what I did at first. You know, you may not have as much time to devote to it, and that's okay. It can grow at whatever pace you want it to grow at. It is completely up to you. But it's just such a fun job, if you want. It's hard to even call it a job because now I have all these online communities. My reach is so much greater than just teaching a class at the local gym. You're limited to just those people who come to your class, right? And just those people who live in your area. Where on social media, I have people in my group. I'm in Texas. I have people in my group right now from New Jersey, from Michigan, from California, where else? From Texas. And my success partner that I work with, you know, we talk about business together. She lives in Maine. So, I mean, people all over. A really good friend of mine, she's in Canada, because we're in Canada and the UK also. And that's been the biggest surprise to me. It's something I wasn't anticipating, was my Fit Fam is so much bigger and so much more close-knit now than it was just with my gym classes. So obviously I still have great relationships with people at the gym, but my connection and community that we build online and being able to see each other every single day and help each other out, it just makes those friendships so strong. And so in most of my best friends now, oh goodness, there's a dog, sorry, are coaches, are people that have either friends of mine who become coaches or people that I've met through coaching and are just really great women. And it's awesome to surround yourself with other people with similar goals and who just love what they do. So what has it done for me? Freedom is the biggest thing I can say. And I know that sounds cliche, but in every sense of the word, being a coach has given me more freedom. It has given me, I get to create my own schedule. I had going into my engineering job now, it's on my terms, which I already told you is a completely different feeling than feeling you have to be there. And then financially as well, freedom financially. I was able to pay off all of my debt. And a lot of things have happened over these 9 years. I mean, I've gotten married, we've moved, I've had nieces and nephews born and families drama, like all the things. Life happens, but coaching has always been here for me, and I'm able to do it in whatever stage and phase of life that I'm in, and it ebbs and flows like anything else, but it works around my life, which I love that too. So if you're looking for that freedom financially, or don't even talk about physically freedom, as far as being healthier than I've ever been and being more educated on everything health and fitness related, obviously there's always more to learn, but that's also been a big thing that I didn't realize would happen too. So that is pretty much it for now. I just want to leave you. I have 2 more short videos for you to watch after this, but want to leave you with keep an open mind, because you never know what this could lead to. It's worth giving it a try, even if you're just curious. And if you have a preconceived notion of what like network marketing is, just forget that for a second and just listen to what we do, see if it sounds like something that resonates with you and something that you'd be interested in.